Welcome back again to another episode of the Controverse podcast. And sitting right in front of you, I'm not going to introduce the other person. I'm only going to introduce myself. There's a fantabulous. I wanted to say sacrilegious, but I don't know.
Sacrilegious.
But it's the guy who's going to ask you, have you given your life to Christ? Because if you haven't, you better do. And that man is Dr. Strange. So the man I'm not going to introduce, obviously, is what is your name again?
I am the king of love who has no love in his life. It's nice to be back here.
There's something they teach us in public speaking school, inclusive communication.
Okay.
Don't say a detail if it is not necessary.
Oh my God.
Just king of love. Because you have no love. There's no vacant position here. You think somebody will see you and
it is necessary to put that out just in case.
Mandatory. So let's get right into it. Today would be having a very thrilling session. I'm sure the last session was a very, very interesting one where we discussed should bride price be limited or paid only for virgins. So people asked, they came for me and I came for them too. But today we'll be doing a what if session whereby questions will be read out to us. We'll give our answers and then we'll explain our answers. So,
Let's get right into it.
I'm just answering you. And you that
I'm just answering.
Just answering you. Yeah. So let's get right into it. The man behind the sin that's committing sins. Can you read it to us?
So, the first question: would you sell your vote for 100,000 naira at a polling booth?
816799106 OP, Pampay, fair money. Money points.
Calm down.
Oh God.
What about the democracy and the oligocracy and the...
I mean, the democracy we have been doing since for the past 10 years has brought me to where I am currently. I do over 5,000 in my account, so 100,000.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Well, I think I'm also going to sell my vote. And please, I know I've disappointed a lot of you, but let me explain why I'm going to sell it. It's simply because we are, in my own opinion, we're in a system whereby I had this thought before. I think I discussed it with you or the man behind the scene, where I said we are giving the options, we're not giving the choice. Vusi also explained that. In fact, I've been thinking of it, but Vusi articulated it well. He said we choose the options that he gives us. So we don't get to make the choice. So it's not necessarily about the best leader. It's about the person you have been presented with. Yeah. Just like in Nigeria today, you have APC or PDP. Nobody cares about SDP. Even it's official by saying Labour Party. Like this Labour Party has been trumped down and you're in ADC. Like it's something. So
sounds more like ACDC current.
I didn't say that. I didn't come for your fave. I didn't come for your fave. I thought I was going to say Obi.
Maybe not die.
Yeah. So that's why I'm going to sell it, because I can't. Number one, I don't even really trust our democratic system. I mean, there's a lot.
The adage has not necessarily an adage that says your single vote can change the whole electionary process. Is a lie. This country is a lie. Your single vote cannot change.
There's a quote. There are two quotes I'm going to throw.
Cannot change anything.
The first quote is by Joseph Stalin, head of state of Russia at a particular point, where he said, "It is not the one who votes that counts. It is the one who counts the votes."
I
was like,
exactly.
Now, the second one is, if voting changed anything, it would be illegal. I was like, oh my goodness.
I think that leaves you. With the answer.
I think those guys are the brain. Next question.
You're selling your vote.
Yeah, we're selling it.
Yeah.
100K.
Or you go foul.
Good.
As a judge, would you sentence to death a serial killer whose only crime is murdering serial killers?
And I say Grim Reaper, the murder serial killers. Will I sentence Grim Reaper to death? Wow.
I didn't fear Toko.
I'm obliged to answer, not like please don't come for me. But
well, I would. I would.
Yes. I mean, whose only crime is murdering serial killers?
Serial killers. I would. The reason why I would is because the essence of human rights is that people who are even worse in our society can be tried. So if you take the lives of this person, they made that argument when they murdered Gaddafi, and I'm using the correct word, murdered. The argument then was, regardless of what he had done, he is the president of the country, and he had the right to be tried. Because if you believe he had done something wrong, then why did you have the court system? Why did you have the legal system? Why did you have that kind of system? So that question was thrown out. The same thing happened during Nazi, when they were doing this trial at Nuremberg or something like that. And then, USA and Britain were pushing, let's just waste these people, yes, and the Adolf Hitler's set of leaders. And one of Russia's representative them said, let us try them because we don't want the world to say in the future that we denied them justice. So serial killers are meant, I understand that what they did is bad, but I think that they also deserve to be heard in court. Because if you are sure that indeed they are serial killers, why not leave them to the law? Why not leave them to face the law?
I mean, just to me, I agree with your point a little bit, but I feel sentenced out to death too, because
that's what I'm saying. Like, you leave them to the law to be sentenced to death.
Okay, I leave them to okay. Actually,
what do you think I'm saying?
because no, I was still from my perspective. But yes, obviously, you need to sentence them to death. I mean,
have you heard of this Megan's law in the US? It's very crazy. The law is like a child sex offender. I think he raped a 3 or 7 year old child.
I don't know.
And then the parents pushed that the law is put, like the bill be passed to become a law by the president, that if you're a child sex offender, your records are made public. Okay. So which means that they can learn, people can now know if you're a child sex offender. Now what happened over time was people started doing these vigilante courses whereby they would kill somebody whose record shows that is a child sex offender, and sometimes most of these people they found out that they were not guilty.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So in that situation, linked to this topic is,
okay,
if you say exactly we're not guilty, and then you found out and it was just a setup, and then you go ahead to kill them, regardless of how psychotic it might be, I don't think I would support it. Like, man, I'm sorry.
You say I can really kill Chucky. Kill Chucky. I don't get that.
Chucky, you know he's talking.
Chucky
don't say anything. Don't say anything. Next question, please.
Would you accept a corrupt politician's bribe if it allowed you to save your sick parent?
Oh, Jesus. Who drafted these questions? Who drafted this question?
Talu said question.
Nonsense question.
I think this is similar to kill a monkey.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was this like similar situation. It was not a corrupt politician in that case, but like he had to do something that he would have not wanted to do because he was looking for all legal means, and then he was tied up at that moment and he had to do something legal. So I think it's very similar.
I mean, at that point, man had died. My parents has to come up. A corrupt politician.
So this is it. This is it. I'll be like sincere. It is hard to make a decision like this when you're not in the situation. So what I would say now is I wouldn't. And the reason I would say I wouldn't is because I've had a similar experience. I was working at the cyber cafe once, and we had this group. Other guys were working at the cyber cafe and they were all into fraud. So I was like the only pastor there. And there were times whereby I really knew I needed to do Yahoo. Like, that was the option. In fact, one of them was my birthday. My mom had prepared a meal, and I knew if I stayed, the meal would not be enough for everybody. So I left the house purposely early in the morning, went to shop. Normally, I get to shop 10, but this day I left around 7. I went to shop, waited for my boss to come. So if I could make such a decision, even while I was much younger, Although it is not
I think
more
it's
like
not-
a sick
yeah,
parent.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point.
But-
I feel like the only
Yeah.
clause there or phrase that changes the whole thing is sick parents.
Sick parent.
Yeah, I mean, I live with people that do Yahoo, so
Yeah.
I don't do it. But I feel like that's sick parents.
Sick parent. Yeah. You live with people that do Yahoo.
I live with a lot of people that do Yahoo.
EFCC, post our no. Yeah, but I think I'll stick to. I wouldn't do it for now.
Like you said,
No.
I'm not in the situation, so
Yes.
it's hard to judge
It's hard.
if I wouldn't.
The best way to test a man's principles is to put them through.
I'm gonna put me through amo. My parents
Like-
no sicko. No.
Like, imagine taking the job from Job. My God. My God.
Wait.
My God. My God.
Ah.
This is not Rema, this is Whiskey.
Is it not
Wise
is it not-
kid,
is it not-
wise kid.
Oh, yeah, no.
Next question.
Another question. Let's move on.
Would you eliminate your child if you found out they were gay?
As I don't know.
As
As I don't know.
I'm one I hate.
I think I need to. We need to ask from Jackie Chan.
Ooh, wow. Wow, that's true. Even Elon Musk. I think I love the view you brought into it, by the way. We need to view it from the perspective of being a father, influential,
Yeah, exactly.
and then the world knows this is your child. You know, it's another thing for you to be in secret,
But
and then you're
the
trying to
world
solve
knows.
it. But now the world knows.
about it. So
I wouldn't eliminate the child simply because there are cases, a lot of cases where people have been able to, they saw it as a mental illness activity.
mental disorder, yeah.
Yeah. So they were brought back into being straight. So I believe
Change school.
if my child will not be in that situation, but if a big if, please,
If we capital letters,
then I wouldn't eliminate the
I
child.
would not. I would not. I mean, I
Future
fathered-
child, I'm
I
warning
fathered
you.
the child.
Future child, I'm warning you. Don't go.
I for that much more, no me go carry the child. But I'm warning you, Sha.
You like the other place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I first I know.
So what we did?
No, I would not eliminate
Would not
the child.
eliminate- I also wouldn't
Yeah,
eliminate the
I
child.
mean, I fathered the child.
I love you, son,
Things-
and I love you, daughter.
I love you, daughters.
I love you, my male son, and I love you, my female daughter.
I love you, my. Oh. I love you, my male sons and my female daughters.
Please. Yeah. So next question.
Next question.
Would you sell exam answers to save your struggling family if it risks your own academic career?
If it risks my own academic,
I think you're directly talking to both of us because I mean we had more access to things like that
Exactly.
than
Wait. You know, when we came in to the studio, we are actually recording at Loaf Entertainment Studios. In case you are interested in music production and promotion, you could reach out to them on Twitter. The handle is Loaf Entertainment Studios. But when we came into the studio, remember that we were watching a movie, a series, Suits. And that was exactly what Mike Ross did. He sold answers, and he was even helping people take the LSATs, which is for law.
Yeah, for law.
For law. You know, was it to save his to actually save his struggling family, because his grandma was in the hospital. So he was trying to foot the hospital bills. So that was what he was doing. But for me now, I think it's similar to the question of the corrupt politician. So would I
say to save a struggling family? I mean,
Your struggling family.
to save.
is your struggling
Why did you have
family.
to? Why did you have to? Okay. To save.
What that would mean is that I've exhausted every other opportunity that I have.
Opportunities don't finish.
So let's say I've exhausted every other opportunity, which wouldn't happen actually. But let's say I'm in dire need at that moment. I think I would. Like, what's the academic career say? Yeah, like we need to answer that question. What's the academic career?
I mean, what are you chasing your academic career for?
Career for, like,
So,
yeah. So I think I would. But the money will go far.
I would sell. But in this coin, I mean, the price could be of 150.
You said you will sell a crypto.
Oh God, the price could be of 150k, 200k. You go expensive small.
Bro.
Expensive small.
Bro. Are you sure you have the
nobody should exam questions to me.
Yeah.
Supports the logic that politicians are just legitimate manipulators of public opinion.
100%. 100%. And it's not bad. Like, I think what they're just doing is, I said something about what Vusi explained, power of choice and options.
Okay.
Exactly. So the options, by the time they're giving you the options, and now you have to make a choice, what you are doing is you are voting for the person who is able to tell you a story better. That's what you are basically doing. So, can Obi tell us a story better? You see Tinubu's case, Lagos. So he was telling a story. Obi was trying to tell the Anambra story, but it wasn't really hitting.
Okay.
Yeah, you get the idea.
Yeah, public opinion was Tinubu raised Lagos, made Lagos, blah blah blah. Exactly. So they're like, okay, he did Lagos right. He could make
Nigeria right. So 100%.
Yeah, I mean, I was a little politician in my own.
He was the politician.
My own circuit when I was in school. So I mean, for my son, you know us. Let me show you. Yeah, they like politics. Not anymore, shall.
So you know the people to blame. I don't see more than that.
So yes, I mean that's it. I mean, we hear from people. We might not hear directly, but we hear people speaking around. Okay, yeah, this is what.
You're a manipulator.
I mean, I did that a lot of times. I mean, I had people said they needed a text from it from 100 level to 100 level, and I was like, okay, yes. When I want to run, I say, I would bring a text from it.
Oh wow!
And I brought it, and I did it.
Well,
so,
okay, that's.
So I mean, if you're a manipulator of public opinions and you don't do what you say you will do, I mean, so like Bello would say,
that time I will be a persecutor.
Bello would say, we will do what we do not promise, but we will not promise what we cannot do. So
I don't understand that, but then no problem. Bonus question. Okay.
Going back to the serial killer.
Yes.
I'm going to ask.
Are you
regardless,
sure you're not a serial killer?
Are they really a threat to society, regardless of the law?
Serial killers?
No. A serial killer
killing serial killers, are they a threat to the society?
Regardless of the law.
You really need to answer that question. Okay, I'm going to say this. The question, the perspective I brought to the question was about exploitation of the law rather than safety and logic of how the society operates. So, in this situation, I am not sentencing the serial killer to death because of what they are doing helps the society. Rather, I'm doing it because there's a standard of which the law operates, and then we are and we are meant to go by that standard. Uphold that. So, and because I could not, based on the question is framed that would I sentence to death? It means if I'm not sentencing to death, the person has to be acquitted.
Mm-hmm.
If it was that there was life sentence or there was something like manslaughter, those second degree murder, I could have taken that into consideration, and then decide to send the person to prison. But that's what the question says. So it's not really on me, it's the question. And two, is because of the exploitation of the law, which I wouldn't want. So I think I've bonus killed it.
You don't ask. Yes, that's what I did.
My God.
I don't like bonus questions. I don't like collecting extra shit.
That's why I don't have money.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Yeah.
See, I can't come back.
You don't chop this money, yeah.
I heard the word of the Lord.
Okay. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of
You also ate it.
I chop them.
Okay, I think I left small in the plate. The crumbs. I saw you did something with that. Yeah, so
crumbs.
I'm grumbling. So with this, we've come to the end of this session. There will be another session where we'll be bringing Prometheus, the detective and the thinker. He's going to be answering some questions. My God. When I heard one of the questions,
81679 and 1063, okay. That 100k where you talk the first time, I won't collect them.
I think we should ask a question too. Are politicians beggars?
Yeah, actually, yes, yeah. My money no there anywhere.
It's obvious. It's their tweet. I'm not saying anybody, but you see the way they are begging.
Oh my God.
There's that,
And if anything happens to me, all the man behind the scenes, he's a serial killer. I mean, it's confirmed.
behind the scene committing sin.
A sinner. Oh God.
See you next time when we do the what if session again. Remember to visit our social media platforms. Subscribe. Yeah, subscribe, follow, and engage. Because your views and your questions are what we want to discuss. We are not just controversial just for us. We want to discuss your own controversies. So see you next time. Same YouTube channel. Same
status, my fans, status, my fans, status.
Status, Abi. Status. What's that? Forget the politician and deal with the statesman.